over this one person. Then gets made agent, which just made everything far worse. Embezzling money from the fan clubs and stuff like that. That's a kind of sad story.
Yeah.
Will she get out? Jesus. Yeah,
She might.
She might be murdered in Mexico.
Probably shut the fuck off.
She'll have to fuck the fuck out of Mexico.
Straight up.
Yeah. So who's your next one?
My next one is probably, quite possibly the most famous music murder of all time, I think. It's definitely top 5.
John Lennon?
No, I didn't want to go near him. I thought it was
we
too
didn't
obvious.
actually. Yeah, it's kind of mad that we didn't go, but we picked him. We were talking about him a couple of weeks ago, last week, depending on when you listen to this podcast.
Yeah, well, this is up there. This is one of the most famous ones. This is Tupac.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah.
I had to do Tupac.
That's up there with John Lennon, definitely.
Yeah. Well, considering that we picked kind of obscure ones to make it a little more interesting, because, again, there's only so much I can say about Tupac.
Yeah, they've made full movies about
actual movies
of John Lennon and stuff like that, with Jared Leto as the killer and stuff like that.
Like, they've made Tupac movies. There's been there must
no,
be,
but this is this. I'm glad you picked it.
There must be 100 Tupac documentaries as well. So, like the basic gist of it is that Tupac is born in 1971. Tupac is a weird character. The reason I picked Tupac...
He is a strange guy. His talents are so...
Yeah, it's mad weird. Like, the reason I picked Tupac over someone like Biggie, because I think Tupac as a character is more interesting than Biggie Smalls. Like,
absolutely.
Like, Tupac went to college. Like, he was, like, well-educated.
Photographed doing ballet.
Yes.
Which you just... Not to be fucking... I just wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
I just genuinely wouldn't expect it. For someone who was... And the gas thing was, people go, ballet and all that, but he was as serious as he said everything he said.
100%.
He really was.
Yeah, absolutely. And
not a bad actor as well.
He's perfectly fine. Yeah. In fact, one of the reasons he's so big is because of the acting end of things. He went to college to study fashion design. He was doing acting classes on the side and drama. As you said, he done ballet. I think he took an interest in music at a young age, but what's interesting about Tupac is that he became almost, not a parody, but he was a victim of like a reflective society, I think.
Absolutely. And that you can tell that he played up to that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He saw what was happening in the music scene that he wanted to be a part of, and he just took on that guise. Like, he acted his way into becoming the most famous kind of gangster rapper, essentially, of all time. You know, like, he had that.
Well, he is.
Yeah. Like, but he wasn't a gangster. Like, he faked his way into it. He was involved in mad shit, but that came second to him injecting himself into this world, you know? So, you've seen the documentaries. If you haven't, the basic gist of it is that one of Tupac's friends gets mugged outside, I think it's a recording studio or a cafe or a club, and he has a Death Row Records. Everybody who joins Death Row Records is given a chain with the logo on it, and a friend of his has the chain snatched one day. They know who done it. There's another kind of figure in the LA gangland music scene. He gets away. Kind of nothing really thought more about it except keep your eye out for that guy. Yeah. And we see him, we'll sort it out. So Tupac goes to Las Vegas in 1996 to watch Tyson versus Selden. Yeah. And he goes with Suge Knight, who's the owner of Death Row Records. While they're in the lobby after the boxing match, one of Tupac's entourage sees the guy who snatched the chain. So the whole thing is actually caught on CCTV.
I saw. Yeah,
you can watch it on YouTube.
You can give him a few stamps as well.
Yeah. There's a big melee in the lobby. Fucking punches are thrown, kicks are thrown, smacks are thrown, and almost, I think, because there wasn't necessarily violence involved in the chain snatching, it was almost
enough to.
That was enough for like
it was a payback
for the chain to be kept up. You know what I mean? Now, after this, Tupac and Suge.
Suge is probably in his ear going, you can do that, take him, you can take him.
Suge Knight's a fucking scumbag.
He's fell altogether, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's
still is, but is he still in prison?
I think he's still in prison now, yeah. Suge Knight is, we should at some stage do an entire
there is a whole podcast
Death
on
Row
that,
podcast.
really
we really should. It's amazing. Even the Vanilla Ice story alone is enough. The Vanilla Ice versus Suge Knight on a balcony story is absolute golden. But Tupac was there with his girlfriend, and he was supposed to be in the backseat with his girlfriend, and the driver, he had his own driver. The driver was going to drive them to Suge Knight had a club. The club was called Club 662 in Las Vegas.
Is that a
I don't know. It might be a police code for something. I'm not sure. But Suge says, no, listen, you get in the car with me. Suge had this brand new BMW, this lovely BMW. And so Tupac says, listen to his driver, listen, you take my girlfriend, follow us. We're going to head up to Suge's club for a couple of hours. This is like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, after hanging out in the casino in Vegas. So they're driving along to the club. They stop at a traffic light, and I think a white Cadillac pulls up beside them, or a Cadillac, I can't remember if it's white, but a Cadillac pulls up beside them, just opens fire, just fucking riddles the entire car to bits. Tupac is hit twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the leg, and bullet fragments that bounced around the car hit Suge in the head.
What's on his shoulder?
He gets it in the head, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what I read. Here's the problem with Tupac's story. The Tupac story is almost impossible to get the same story twice of two different people.
Absolutely.
It is an absolute quagmire of shite, is what it is. It's at the...
And there's loads of other things that people go, it could have been because of this, it could have been because of this, it could have been Suge Knight, or it's mad stuff.
There's a million tales that can be told, and still to this day are being told. Like, apparently fucking Tupac's in, like, Nicaragua at the moment, running around jogging at night. Like, there's still photos of fucking Tupac to this day because he used the moniker Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Faked his own death.
Yeah. I mean,
so, like, the whole thing is fucking insane. Like, you go online, I guarantee you 6 times a year, there are new photos of Tupac.
Or a hologram.
It's fucking the first ever hologram. Tupac, I believe. Now they're doing it with Roy Orbison now. But, like, still to this day, there was a story came out like 3 weeks ago about a woman who knew Tupac back in the day, who apparently met him at a party like 6 months ago. And when he walked past her, she turned and said, Tupac, and he just ran away. Now, again, this is all fucking 99.9% absolute shite.
Yeah.
But he ran away, and she ran outside after him. And she said, Tupac, I met you in like 1993 at such and such a party.
I thought you were absolutely dead.
I thought you were absolute brown bread in the ground, right? So, she said, he turned around and said, yeah, I remember. You were there with blah, 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 blah. Kissed her on the forehead, got into his car and burnt off. Now, fucking nonsense. Tupac's dead as fuck, right? Dead as fuck. I don't care. I would love Tupac to be alive. You know what I mean?
Didn't he release more albums posthumously?
There's a big thing with Tupac. I guarantee you there's some sort of like Tupac association with his ma and his family and record labels where they have decided that Tupac is to be the most famous rapper to have ever lived. Therefore, like that fucker went into the studio for like 3 weeks at a time and just song after song after song after song pumped him out. That's why 90% of Tupac songs are shite. This is a big problem.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Like, that's the little bit of the reason that I think I prefer Biggie. It's a smaller amount of songs, and I think they're quality over quantity.
To a degree, yeah. Now, Biggie also suffered from fucking posthumous production. Eminem got his hands on a lot of Tupac stuff and Biggie stuff. The worst thing that happened to Biggie Smalls is Puff Daddy, but it was also the best thing that happened to Biggie Smalls is Puff Daddy. But anyway, that's for another podcast.
He might never have been discovered. Yeah, that is definitely it.
Yeah.
Like, that whole field, we didn't even mention Biggie too much in it because that is.
But so Tupac dies 6 days later. He has to be put into a barbiturate coma to try and heal him. Now, apparently, while they bring him into hospital, he's not too bad. He's going to talk and.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, bear in mind, Tupac had been shot a bunch of times beforehand. Like,
yeah, I thought you were going to talk about that. Actually.
Yeah, he'd been shot before. And always survived, you know. So I think a lot of people thought I'd be fine. Like Tupac's been shot at fucking 10 times, like in the last 6 years, because again he kept injecting himself into this world that he wasn't really a part of. Because his mother was a Black Panther, and fucking like he kind of grew up hard to a degree, but his mother also, exactly. But his mother like broke her arse to make sure that he wasn't brought up the same way she was. You know? That he was given the best things in life, arts and fucking, you know, access to culture. And he took that and he ran with it. You know, his culture at the time, like the black culture at the time was the beginnings and like the swell of that socio-political gangster rap.
Yeah.
where you had loads of gangster rap that was like your NWA, shoot people in the face, blah, 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 blah. And then you had Tupac, who was so creative and output so much stuff and he was really good. He was good.
Absolutely brilliant.
Like, as a lyricist and a rapper, he was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
However, he suffered from everything being diluted. Now, I picked Hail Mary. I think Hail Mary is one of his best songs. Toss 'Em Up and Hail Mary, for me, are outrageous.
I like How Do You Want It, even though it's a pop song.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of really good Tupac stuff, but
his lyrics are killer.
But that's the whole thing. Like, when he was put into jail, fucking in jail a couple of times. Once for being accused of rape. I think he might have got away with that in the end. For the hotel rape. I think they proved that in the end that it wasn't him. But he just sits there with notepads, banging out lyrics, minute after minute, hour after hour.
Which is fucking harder than it looks.
Yep.
I tried to write lyrics for a song the other day. How did he write? Rap songs have about 10 times more lyrics than your average song.
Yep.
Average rock song.
Yep.
10 times at least.
You bang them out.
Just bang them out. And his lyrics were genuinely brilliant.
They were. But yeah, the murder's never solved. To this day, it's one of these...
the police know more than anyone, but you'll never...
Yeah, there's one guy, I can't remember his fucking name, one guy who's had the finger pointed at him fucking 50 times as being that guy. Yeah. And they have interviews with him on camera, not denying the death, you know what I mean? Not denying the murder, you know what I mean? That type of shit. Now, he also could be saying this just to big himself up. But anyway,
sell them books.
Exactly. Tupac dies 6 days after he gets put into a coma. He's cremated. His group, the Outlaws,
Digital Underground.
Yeah, that's where he's one of the places he started as well. His group take his ashes and they smoke it.
Is that bollocks though?
No, apparently that's a real thing.
Really?
They sprinkled that on joints and smoked it. Yeah. But yeah, listen, the Tupac story is mad interesting. It's just almost being done to death. Boom, boom, tsh. But
dear.
You should actually go and watch some Tupac documentaries. Go and watch that. The movie's not good, but
no, it's not.
It at least explains a timeline.
The Biggie movie is good, but
that Biggie Tupac movie that's on Netflix.
Is this a documentary?
No, it's not. There's a documentary that's very good.
That's good.
Then there's an acted one that's actually very good as well, told from the police perspective.
Yeah,
and that's pretty decent as well. But again, no one, if they do know, nobody's coming forward. But that's Tupac. I had to do that. Who's your next one?
Marvin Gaye.
Ooh, what's going on?
What's going on is a song.
Good.
Right. Everyone knows he's shot by his dad. I'm not going to go into
Believe it or not, I don't think a lot of people know that.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Did you know?
I think music heads know.
Oh, see, it's good to start off the precursor about around the situation. I just figured it was no point in beating around and insulting people with beating around the bush about who did it.
But I also think that people who do know that he was shot by his dad don't know anything about the lead up or why or how.
Yeah, well, it's kind of his dad was a bit of a fucking hardhead, like a fucking hard case, and he went on record like this. The family said this. His famous saying was, "Anytime he got into an argument with his kids, I brought you into this world. I'll take you out of it." It's true though, because Marvin Gaye in 1984 was in his bedroom, which is kind of mad. Bedroom, but maybe, I don't know whether he was visiting his parents or he actually lived there. I doubt he actually lived there.
No way.
Although he had a lot of financial troubles. We'll get into a little bit later because there's a story about that as well. His dad was looking for some sort of insurance claim form, and he kept going into the mag going, "Where's that form?" She's like, I don't know where it is. Fighting all night till Marvin Gaye finally comes in and goes, "What the fuck's going on here? Stop fighting." And he goes, "Get the fuck back in your room." Tell him at that age, tell them to go back in your room.
Marvin Gaye. Imagine telling your son.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye.
So apparently he did.
The Brock Lesnar of soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So apparently he did. Goes back in. They keep fighting. It sounds like it's getting escalated. He goes in and starts kicking lumps out of that. Like properly. Like the mag went on record saying he was like, wow.
Yeah.
Gave him a proper fucking beat down. Dad came back in with the gun. Shot him. I think it's a gun that Marvin Gaye gave
to his dad. I think so.
Yeah,
it was one shot as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, one shot, yeah. He was shot in... He was shot in the chest.
I think it was a chest shot in the heart. I think got him.
Yeah.
I believe, if I remember correctly.
No, sorry, it was left shoulder and heart, yeah. A point blank range.
Yeah, right on top of him.
With a rifle.
His dad, that's fucking, talk about mental illness. Like, I know some families fight. You know what I mean? Like, I've had
But what I want to, you can't find this information anywhere, but I really would like to know, is that something he grew up with? Hearing that all the time?
Probably.
Did he
More than
batter them?
Yeah.
I do